All right, and hello everyone. Welcome back. Today, this is once again League of Legends in-house of Imperial Gaming and Esports. And today our matchup is Icy Frosbite against Icy Poros. Now, I'm joined by Jazert here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, what are your expectations of these games then?
So, if you look at the op.ggs for each team, you see that it appears to be that both the AD carry players are platinum. So, I'm expecting that to be an interesting matchup, and I'm also expecting a lot of jungle pressure around the bot side this game.
All right. Well, we are currently in just in the lobby. We'll get started very, very shortly. But other than the bot lane, are there any highlight matchups you think of these two teams?
I mean, I know one of the junglers quite well, so I'm hoping he pulls out his one of his signature picks. But we'll see about that when we get into the draft.
Now, of course, we had some games on Monday already. Now, that was a really exciting matchup. I must say, the exciting series between Imperial and the Sinners there. So, what did you think about that series then? I'm assuming you tuned in and watched it.
Oh, of course. I thought game one was rather close, but there seemed to be a rather large difference in the bot lane in the second game. Thought both junglers were played pretty well both games. Quite massive from both junglers, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I was there as well. I mean, obviously, I was casting that game, but I mean, I say I was casting that game. There was a slight issue in game 2 at the start of it, which meant we had no sound. I wonder whose fault we can blame that on. I don't know. But anyway, today we do have Icy Frostbite against Icy Poros, and once again, so one of these teams is in the Newell tournament, and the other one is the NSC. So these two teams will not have faced off in their respective tournaments. So this is the first time they will be facing each other. So of course, a very, very exciting game coming up. Looks like we will actually getting into Champion Select. Look at that. Everything is working.
Wow. Nearly on time.
Nearly on time. Only like 50 minutes late, but
we ignore those ones.
It's not quite 50. Anyway, we will be getting into Champion Select. So it is Icy Frostbite on the blue side and Icy Poros on the red today. And the Kayn will be gone first. I mean, Kayn, I think, is actually a very, very strong pick into these tanks, which are extremely prevalent right now.
Yeah, just has multiple builds too, obviously, with his different forms. Okay, the Leona ban, pretty nice. Very strong support right now. Has good synergy with a lot of the popular AD carries too.
And yeah, and Leona gives you that very, very reliable engage tool that many of the bot lane champions don't have. Like, pretty much at the top of the tier list is pretty much Leona and the Nautilus. We'll have to see if they do decide to target any AD carries, because we did see in the Sinners against Imperial matchup, I think Jin and Samira were pretty much banned every game, while I think they were banned.
They are like just in like another tier above all the other ADCs in the game currently. They're just if you have one and your opponent's team does not get the other, there's going to be a bot difference that game.
Exactly. Well, looks like I don't know. Both teams just handshaking on the AD carries. Like, so they're going to leave both of them open most likely here.
Yeah, maybe they've had like a little gentleman's agreement to not play either, but I doubt that will be happening. Hey, maybe we'll see some fun picks.
We don't abuse OP champions here. We just play whatever we want.
Happen for fun gaming.
Well, I mean, we do say for fun. I mean, the things that they do have decided to ban something like the Kale. I think is a very, very strong matchup there. I think she did get nerfed a bit in the...
she got slightly nerfed this patch. I think it was also just AP items in general got nerfed. So I think, was it Nash's Tooth got nerfed? Oh, and also we see the Amumu ban coming out.
Oh, wait, is a new patch out?
It's 10.24 came out.
I see. Well, so yeah, so our last games were played on 10.23, right?
Yeah, last games were on 10.23. So also the Amumu ban, he got nerfed this patch, but with the Sunfire Cape still being absolutely a broken item, seems like he's gonna be banned out. And we see Jin versus Ashe being picked for the first two picks. B1 Jin, R1 Ashe.
Yeah, I mean, once again, they're just picking pretty strong and stable AD carries. I'm really surprised not to see a Samira, but again, I think Asher Blink does have a lot of experience on this Ashe. I think it's definitely a high priority pick for the side of Icy Poros. So yeah, sorry about the ordering in the champ select. It's currently slightly bugged. It will be fixed once we get into the game, so the roles might not match up with the players. But yeah, it looks like an interesting decision to go for Alistair when the Nautilus is open. I think
that's true. Maybe just another comfort pick then. It synergizes pretty well with the Ashe because obviously you have the arrow. or you basically just have a good CC lock post level 6.
I mean, Alistar is still an engage tool, of course, and again, Shen being locked in.
Shen being picked.
I mean, Shen is just absolutely busted right now. I must say.
Right now, also a really good flex pick because it can also be played jungle with the classical River Shen pick.
River Shen. All right. Yeah, if I go back to the Alistar, yeah. So I mean, one of the reasons you pick Alistar is because he does bring a tiny bit of sustain to lane as well. He's not like Nautilus, where he's is honestly a pretty selfish pick because you don't really have any tools to help out your AD carries. Alistar does have a nice little heal, so there is that inside of it. Whoa! I did not expect to see a Gragas today. I must say.
Gragas? I'm fairly sure one of the players on the side of Icy Frostbite actually does play Gragas quite a lot. So, Fiora being locked in as R3. I think that's probably going to be to counter the Shen in the top lane matchup, obviously with the parry.
Does Fiora counter Shen? I guess.
I think it's decent because you can parry the taunt. So, but then again, actually, Shen's auto attack block seems kind of strong.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not the analyst for a reason. So anyway, as we get back into this game, we'll have to see what they decide to ban round 2 here around it. How do you think the both sides of the comps are shaping out? I'm quite liking this comp from Icy Frostbite, I must say.
Yeah, I agree. I think Icy Frostbite's comp is looking quite good so far. Obviously, with the Gragas Ian with the Shen ult is looking quite nice. Possibly followed by a Jhin ult from the back.
Exactly. Like I'm really enjoying this Gragas engage followed by a Shen ultimate on top, and he's just gonna cast like whoever's close to him back into his own team, and just gonna be in the middle of their own team, and they're just gonna finish them off really quickly here. So once again, I mean, pretty stable bans. Kassadin ban?
Kassadin ban?
Kassadin ban? Are they just like BMing?
I don't know. Have they spelled anything?
L-V-A.
Okay. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, but Icy Poros team comp is looking rather more like a pick comp, so sort of going with the Ash arrow from maybe off screen, looking to follow up with maybe an Alistar flash combo.
Yeah, and you're definitely going to be seeing this Fiora in the side lanes, of course. Like.
Oh yeah, she'll be
nowhere near the team fights. Hopefully.
Probably not. And the Hecarim ban coming out as the last ban from the blue side. Quite a strong pick right now, especially in this season with the new item changes.
You know, one thing I forgot to ask the team members was to message me if they have any proxies. So I hope none of these are proxy picks. We're gonna get. Then I have no idea. But I think maybe that's answered my question already. Unless this is a Lulu mid lane.
Or top lane actually.
Well, and then you put Fiora mid.
Flex pick Lulu. I don't know, man.
I mean, I think Lulu mid is playable but then you're putting a lot of pressure on your AD carry, I must say.
Yes, exactly.
Because that's one damage source you're missing, and you're there to just buff your AD carry. So your AD carry does need to have like a outstanding performance for it to work.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I guess if your AD carry is your star player, then it's a possibility to try and funnel everything onto them. Protect the AD carry, protect the castle. I mean, Ashe is pretty decent right now. I don't know, Kraken Slayer got buffed this patch. I'm probably expecting her to build this game. Shield Bow is slightly subpar, I currently believe, on most AD carries, bar Samira. Oh, but Nautilus being locked in B5 by the Icy Frostbite. Quite nice to go with that.
I'm going to assume they know it's like... Actually, I have no idea. And maybe Alistar is proxy, but who knows. But anyway, the jungler is probably going to be Volibear.
Okay.
Well, that could be top. I have no idea. Please don't be a proxy. Please don't be a proxy. Okay, well, no one's left the champion select yet, so okay, I'm gonna assume this is the team. Which is, oh wait, oh fuck.
Oh, we have a leave.
Oh my. Alright. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out who is they're actually picking now, which is kind of useful. Ah, never mind. He did message me, it's just on Discord. Alistar is Echo and Volibear is Zac.
Okay. So we'll get into once we get in. We have that 3-minute break. We can discuss the team compositions and what we're expecting.
So let me just figure out what their team was again. They had Ashe. They had an Echo, and they had Ashe, Echo, Fiora, Lulu, and a Zac. Interesting. I mean, I think Zac is definitely one of the stronger picks right now.
Again, Tank's being so good right now with the new
I especially hate Zac because I once played mid lane, And I mean, I was playing like Lulu mid because I got bored because Morgana was banned, and I was like, well, this game is over already. Might as well play something and chill, you know. And then this Zag just came and ganked me like literally every minute I walked back into lane. This guy just came flying in, and then I died again. So I died like 10 times that game. But I was playing Lulu and AD carry was popping off. So that's all you need to know. That's all you need to win the game really. So it didn't matter in the end. Anyway, this game we will be having a Lulu support, which I think definitely paired with this Ashe is going to be an absolute killer.
It's an absolute powerhouse. Ashe Lulu is personally one of my favourite lanes. Being an AC player, playing with a Lulu support is always good fun. Really good poke in lane, and also like the nice range you generally have on most other ADC support duos is quite an advantage.
Definitely. Well, I mean, we didn't talk about this mid lane matchup much because we thought it was an Alistar, but
yes, true.
we see an Echo and was it again a Fizz being picked up on the enemy team?
So 2 assassins, that's going to be probably quite a volatile lane in that case. So maybe we're going to expect to see more jungle pressure in the mid lane then, rather than being focused around the bot lane.
Ooh, I mean, we'll have to see because I think bot lane definitely on the side of Frostbite they have some ganking potential since they have a Nautilus. On the side of Poros, probably a bit less. I mean, they do have the Ashe Arrow, but Lulu is obviously not a very good gank assister. Like, you really just want to live the lane, just survive for a bit longer.
Polymorph, maybe
you have one polymorph, but like you don't really have any hard CC to engage onto the enemy side when your jungler's coming to camp. Or again, it is a Zac. And
I guess Zac kind of makes up for that, really.
When you have Zac flying in your face, like, you gotta do something about it, right?
Yeah. Also, Jhin being such an immobile ADC, we might expect to see him building Gale Force rather than his usual Eclipse build this game. As it gives you that sort of extra mobility that you're going to need from running away from the Zac.
Yeah. So do you think? I mean, what do you think? What do you think the best Jhin build is then for most?
Currently, I believe so. The Rune Page, Dark Harvest being your keystone, building Eclipse into the Collector, and then into a Rapid Fire Cannon, probably followed by a Lord Dominic's or a Mortal Reminder.
On the side of Icy Poros want to take Smite. I think it's kind of useful.
Oh. It's gonna be a remade game then?
Please, I don't want to remake the game. Please. Okay, well.
Did anyone take Smite?
I don't think. Oh no, you switched to Smite. Okay, we're good. Whew. Just in time. All right.
We got it in time.
We did get it in time. No remakes needed.
We have the full team compositions. Let's talk about this then. So, I think we'll start with the top lane matchup, probably being, I'm assuming, Shen into Fiora. What do you think?
I mean, I think Fiora, like, I think it's mostly just a farm lane for Fiora. Like, you can't really kill the Shen, and the Shen can't really kill you either because both of you have tools against each other. So in the end,
obviously you've got the auto attack block and you've got the parry from the side of the Fiora. But I definitely think going into late game, the Fiora will be a dominant force in the side lane, as it looks like the Icy Poros do not really have an answer to the side lane this game.
I mean, if you're playing as Shen, I guess like you just stand in the tower and try and clear out the minion wave. I guess that is your only job. You don't need to look for any engages onto Fiora because you have your ultimate. You can go join the team fight pretty easily. Whereas the Fiora needs to obviously use a TP or something, or continue on the push bot, for example, in the side lane. So I mean, but the team fighting comp of Icy Frostbite is looking pretty terrifying, I must say.
Yeah, I'll say with the Echo and diving in, the Zac diving in, the Ashe Arrow from afar, it's looking quite scary. Especially also with Lulu being able to ult the Fiora mid team fight if she can get close enough. It's pretty lethal.
Yeah, so we will be getting into games soon, and where do you think these junglers will be prioritizing then? Do you think they'll be prioritizing ball lane? Looking for the ganks there?
What did you say, sorry?
Where do you think the junglers will be prioritizing their ganks?
Okay, so I reckon both junglers will be starting bot side, so we'll probably be seeing most likely 4 clears from both junglers, moving up to the top side, maybe contesting Crab around 3 minutes 15, when it spawns, sorry. But also possibly, I mean, maybe one jungler does not want to contest the other. I'm not too familiar with the Gragas-Zac matchup in the jungle, so we'll have to see how that one pans out. I think Gragas will hit his power spikes earlier, obviously being quite strong after he builds his first AP item, whereas Zac takes maybe 2 or 3 items to actually like be that unkillable diving in force that you see a lot of the time late game.
I mean, once again, I'm looking at this like They've picked Gragas into this, but I think Gragas is definitely gonna have a hard time ganking. I mean, first line, if we look at mid lane as an Echo, he's got his little dash inbuilt, and he's got his stun field, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Top lane is a Fiora. I mean, she's got a dash, she's got his parry. She's
got the slow from a
you do have a Shen on your side, so she might have to use it early, for example, to block a taunt, and then you can try and engage on her. And then again, in bot lane, there's a Lulu, and Lulu really shuts down engage tools.
But I guess the Ashe arrow post level 6 does make up for the fact that the Lulu does not have much crowd control.
Well, we will be getting into games soon, so we're just going to cut to a short break, but we will see you in a second. So make sure to keep on the stream. Thank you very much.
Feel alone, babe. And when you need to cry, I'll be by your side. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. And when you need to escape from 1,000 fires, I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are. And I'm gonna miss you, I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. You don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna.
All right, guys, and welcome back. Now we all, as you can see, we are now in game. Oop, let me just quickly zoom out. There we go. All right, so looks like no invade shenanigans today. Just both teams going towards their respective camps. I mean, we're talking about 5 point, yes. Well, we're talking about 2.5 point on Monday, I must say. Now we're looking at 4 point versus 4 point versus 2 point. Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Covering the red side red buff. No vision going down from the junglers. Oh no, a bit of a slightly defensive vision going down the top side from the Gragas. Expecting him to be swapping to his sweepers, as he has.
Fix the scoreboard so the champions are in the right order. That would be something I should probably do before I switch over. But anyway, looks like, yeah, once again, as you talked about earlier on in this game, both junglers deciding to start bot side. Just looking to probably just power farm through their jungle because I don't think there's too many ganking opportunities early. But I mean, we'll have to see though. We have to see if they pull off anything special today.
Indeed. Expecting, okay, so pinging that random warded ping going down from the red side. Okay, so we move on into the laning phase. Looks like the Fiora is fake leashing on the top side. Oh no, yeah, she walks into lane.
I mean, having a fake leash is it depends how hard you commit, really. Like if you're gonna fake leech, like if you're gonna hard commit fake leech, like well the one where you like go and tank HP and use your mana, that's pretty dedicated. So, but if you're already just kind of stood there AFK for a few seconds and like it's not really committing to a fake leech, I would say. She's probably just there like
Not full committal, just there. Mate. Okay, so both mid laners reaching level 2. It looks like DRK Link is shoving the wave in.
Yeah, there is going to be a trade top lane actually, with Fiora getting taken quite low there. But once again, I'm surprised she's decided to go for a Conqueror this game and not something like a Grasp, because against the Shen, I don't think you are going to be able to get those extended trades off, especially if he, once he gets his little Spirit Zone blocking auto attack thing, whatever it's called. Once he gets that up, because that basically just shuts down Fiora completely. And I think something like the Grasp would be definitely more useful. You definitely give a bit more sustain in the lane as well.
Indeed.
But anyway, we will be starting off this game with an Ocean Dragon now. Any dragon you like to see in particular then for this game?
I'm very, very fond of probably the Cloud Soul. The Ocean Soul. Both games, for both teams this game. It's just provided such a strong buff and allows obviously which team to claim it. It allows them a massive sustain during fights.
I'm gonna turn the sound down a bit actually. It's a bit loud. There we go. Should have probably done that earlier, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, I mean these dragons are definitely going to be important. We have to see who manages to get the earlier ones, because when you start getting earlier ones, it means you can get the game rolling.
Well, it looks like mid lane is walking up, both maybe contesting the Scuttle Crab now.
Yeah, it looks like there is going to be a contest over Scuttle Crab. Mid lane's both roaming over, but I mean this is a 3v2 for the side of Frostbite, and Poros will not want to take this right now because Fiora was late to the roam down, and now Dr. Lin getting taken very, 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 very low. But he will manage to flash away, and no kills coming out actually. But Fizz the poison, the burn goes down and takes out the Echo for first blood. And now Apocalypse and the Fiora so low under their tower. That will be the Zac falling as well, and that is a clean. Oh, never mind, not 3 kills because TP being invested by the Echo right there, saving his jungler. But anyway, it doesn't matter because that's still a 2-kill lead for Frostbite right here.
And Scuttle Crab secured. So what went wrong with
Crab secured, yes.
Shen had a really big wave crashing into the top lane tower, and therefore he was able just to walk down first. Obviously he saw the blast plant being hit. So yeah, he just was able to rotate first, which is quite strong, especially in these early levels. And it looks like we also have a lane swap from the top lane and the mid lane. Obviously, after that teleport, it's probably better for Fiora to walk mid lane to collect the wave, so that there is no XP missed.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can push in the wave as Echo, then you can just rotate back down, so it doesn't matter too much.
Of course.
Since you've already committed your TP, you might as well spend your time up there.
Okay, so it looks like he's taking place now. Fiora just collecting this massive wave in the mid lane. And we haven't really talked about bot lane this much, so it does look like the side of Icy Poros is pushing in. Maybe going to get some vision down now. Okay.
I mean, possibly an early dragon start here if they do decide to. I mean, they are going to have to shove in the wave on the side of Poros if they are going to look for example, an early dragon with their Zac currently roaming around to that area. Looks like he is, in fact, looking for a possible gank bot lane, actually. We'll have to see if this works out, because Gragas is kind of close. I think engagement with the Lulu will happen by the Nautilus, and Zac comes flying in towards the Jhin. He's going to have to burn his flash, and now Nautilus is just completely by himself, and he will get taken down there. That is a very, very good return kill for the side of the Poros.
It's a real shame that Gragas was not able to maybe get there for the counter gank a bit earlier. I think he was just finishing up his Krugs as that was happening.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately he wasn't able to get there, and the Jhin also has to expend his flash, and that means that they could just look for an easy repeat gank, really.
Yeah.
And now with bot priority, I'm surprised they just didn't rotate towards the dragon.
Yeah.
I guess he just wants to clear a couple more camps.
Yep. So Shen did expend his TP in the top lane, so that means Fiora will have TP advantage for the next fight if she would like to use that.
Yeah, it's Shen, so he has
It's very true. It's very, very true.
He doesn't need TP. He needs TP. Just
TP back
use it on lane right. He needs to think about team. No one needs to think about team.
Okay, so Shen has hit level 6 first, which means he will also have the Stand United ready for the next fight.
I mean, Stand United is just an impactful tool in these team fights right here, because I mean, we've talked about it's basically just a free teleport, and it gives you a shield for whoever's you're ulting. Now Gragas is going to be topside. Possible gank onto this Fiora. I think that's probably a bit ambitious. Although Fiora is losing some HP right now. She's not full HP, but most likely just a crash for the Shen here into top lane. Meanwhile in the mid lane, very, very big trade going on to the side of Fizz. Echo having a huge HP advantage as well as a level advantage right now. He is 6, with Fizz is still the level 5. I mean, right now as Echo, I think you just shove out his wave and run bot. Like, bot lane has no flash. You know, Jin has no flash. You know, Nautilus has died once already. And, you know, your bot lane is strong. So, honestly, just push out the wave and run bot lane.
Yeah, I'm expecting as we get into maybe like levels 7, 8, and 9 in the mid lane, I'm expecting a lot more. Just shove the wave as fast as you can and walk to a side lane to try and impact there. As it doesn't seem like
he did half of what I said, I guess. He's in the jungle right now. He's looking for possible top roam with his jungler up there as well. I mean, it is a Shen though, so it's going to be kind of difficult if they do decide to look for it. I mean, it looks like Zako is going to go in by himself anyways, actually. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find anything there. I think he has the support of his team behind him. But anyway, I mean, just apart from that early action, I'm surprised this dragon is still up, honestly, because neither side really decided to go for it.
Really be gone by now, honestly, as Herald is just spawning. Echo being able to shove the mid lane in very quickly, allowing him to go and collect the honey fruit in the river is quite big in this lane, actually, especially obviously the assassin versus assassin matchup being generally quite volatile. Having that HP advantage.
I mean, he has a decent health lead now, and like now is why I don't want to see him go bot lane. Like their bot lane is missing. You know they could be on dragon, so if he runs down there right now and his bot lane runs up and Zac goes down as well, they can definitely contest this dragon. But I think they are just going to give it away, which is kind of strange. It's like Engage going to go on to Fizz there. He is just going to dash away on his little pole, and that will be the dragon for the side of Frostbite. I mean, that is a very undeserved dragon, I must say.
Yeah. I guess they had the bot lane shove in. They had the wave crashing, so it looks like the side of the Poros could not really walk up to try and contest that dragon.
So yeah, I mean, I'm very disappointed in the Poros. I think that was their dragon, 100%, and then they just gave it away. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's only one dragon, and it looks like it will be a cloud next actually. So that means it will be Infernal or the Mountain Sword. So that's going to be it. Very, very exciting to see what it will be. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Fiora, I mean, struggling a bit. I mean, I think if you take Grasp in this matchup, you'll definitely have a better time, because you see the Conqueror taking just ages to come back up, and really not helping out in these trades.
Grass mid-fight while Conqueror is still stacking gives him generally just a big HP advantage in that lane.
Exactly. Yeah, she's got definitely a HP deficit right now. I mean, she is going to manage to clear out this wave, and she still does have the TP. But, I mean, if she uses it now, though, it will not be up for any fights that could be possibly happening bot lane. So they will be having... Shen has his ultimate advantage, that's all that matters. But yeah, a pretty slow game so far. I mean, not a lot of action, I must say. And it looks like there is going to be a fight on top lane, actually. Fiora ulting onto the Shen here. I'm not sure she wants to pick up the kill. Doesn't quite do enough damage right now. Ultimate field does come up, and both sides... Oh, never mind. There's a flash forward for Fiora, looking to hit those vitals left and right. And Shen will go down. That is a solo kill for Markser in the top lane. I mean, definitely very, very well played for him. Managing to proc all 4 vitals on that ultimate, getting the healing field up, and that's all you need to win as Fiora. Once you have all 4 vitals procced, the game is pretty much over.
Yep. Also notice the trade of flashes in the top lane mean that for the next fight they will not have that, which means I think Shen will probably be weaker during the next 1v1, as obviously Fiora's dash resets if she hits anyone with it, whereas Shen's taunt cooldown is quite long.
Dr. Lincoln walking into the Gragas in the brush here. Don't think he's going to be able to get out. He does expend his ultimate, and he is going to fall down. Oh, no, never mind. He only just uses his ultimate. I am very, very blind. In fact, he does flash away, but a burn down from Fizz will manage to take him out. Ash Arrow flies wide. Does not manage to hit the Fizz, but I think this Fizz is still going to go down. Getting ulted by the Zac right now. Shen does come in, though, and does save his life. That is very, very big for the side of Frostbite, and nobody dies apart from Dr.
Apart from the Echo.
Yeah, apart from him, but like that's kind of unlucky, I guess.
A lot of summoner spells burned that fight. We had I think 3 flashes burned there, and an ignite from the side of Master Fist 7.
I mean, once again, I'm surprised these fights are going relatively even. I mean, apart from the Echo dying there, like no one actually lost their life. So, kind of surprised about that. Both teams deciding to play a bit more reservedly, I guess.
If we pull up the score, we're winning a pretty big CS lead in the bot lane for the side of Hyperman. He's 20 CS up at the moment and crashing the wave with Rift Herald just being dropped. It looked like that tower might be losing some plates very soon.
Yeah, it looks like Observer's Juice does not want to watch bot lane fight for some reason. I have no idea why. Clearly nothing important going on in top lane. Herald will get smacked his head into the tower. I mean, it's Shelly, isn't it? So it's her head.
Bye-bye, Shelly.
Yeah, well, we'll smack her head into the tower, and that's quite a few plates gone. There's only 2 left on that tower.
Yeah, they managed to take one, and then Herald obviously hits exactly 2 when it does the damage. So 3 plates gone, getting more gold into that Jhin as he is probably nearly done with his Eclipse. Oh, he's opted for an early Swifty Boots first, which I think is quite nice against the Ashe, actually. Pretty decent buy early.
So what do you think the advantages are of buying Swifties on Jhin then?
Obviously, so against the enemy team this game, they have quite a lot of slows. They have the Echo W slow, they have Ashe auto attacks, Ashe W, and also the Lulu pick slow. So I think buying Swifties this game, as well as them being generally very good on Jhin, as obviously he likes to run around quite a lot in fights, and when obviously his passive allows him, whenever he crits, to gain bonus movement speed. Nice bit of synergy as well, being able to build quite well against the enemy team. I think they're a good, very, very, very solid purchase this game.
Definitely, and seeing the top lane Shen taking a bit of damage here, but Shen's got grasp, but I think he'll be fine. I mean, I said that earlier and he died earlier, so hopefully he doesn't die again. But like, he's doing fine for himself. He's got a kill, he's got an assist, he's got 1 death, but it's only 1 death, so it doesn't really matter in the end. And this dragon is spawning in the next 30 seconds, and that is going to be a matter of importance for both sides, because Poros, I mean, are definitely in a position to take this right now.
Indeed they are. I don't know, actually. If you look at the vision control on the bot side of the river, we're looking at like about even, actually. So I think the supports need to try and get their lane shoved in the bot lane and try and maybe take some of that vision control.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the top lane, there is a fight going on here. In fact, get the ultimate dropping down onto the Shen, but not able to proc all 4 vitals this time, and Shen will be able to stay alive under his own tower. Gragas coming in and gank for a top lane, actually. Will manage to hit up the knock-up there on his body slam. Gets hit by the barrels, so only marks are gonna go down surely. Proto Belt comes out and he will fall. In the meantime, in bowling, Zac goes for a banking on the Nautilus. Nautilus should be able to fall. He's down to 100 HP, flashes away but stays alive. Echo is here too, but is it too low too late? No, he does manage to pick up the Nautilus, and now he is under the tower. He's gonna look for this Jhin. Gets ulted by the Lulu and ults back under the tower as well. Anyway, in the meantime, Fizz is here and Fizz is trying to clean up this fight. Shadow comes in and does manage to take out the Fizz though. Echo gets rooted up and Shen is in the front line trying to do as much damage as he can, but he isn't able to take out anyone. And now Jhin falls down to the Zac as well, not able to kill him through his passive there, and now Shen goes down too. This is absolutely massive swing for the Poros here.
And its goal difference has been completely equalized from around 2k deficit to literally on par, maybe 100 behind.
Whew. I mean, what a beautiful fight there. Like, I would say at one point they might have overcommitted onto the bot lane, but they didn't actually put it off. And Zac. Whoops.
Oh no.
I think he's okay. Lulu is here to shield him though, so that is fine. And now Shiva Sora needs to get out of here because he is getting the wall. Oh my god, what a big body slap. It's both members of bot lane, and now they are the ones that need to run away because they are the ones on 100 HP. So yeah, whew, very, very good trade for the side of Frostbite. But anyway, going back to that fight, I mean...
Echo coming in though.
No, I don't think he's going to up to anything.
He's just joking.
Yeah,
just having a little like pool.
But yeah, I was also saying, going back to the fight earlier, I mean, I said at one point they might have overcommitted, but the Fizz honestly didn't have too much of an impact that fight. Wasn't able to pick off any targets. I mean, everyone was really, really low HP, so it was kind of unfortunate, really. But I mean, not being able to pick off any targets, and then with Shen coming in and also not being able to pick off any targets, and then they managed to find all the kills, is just a huge swing towards the Poros. Well, in the mid lane, a small trade going on here, but neither side have their ultimates, so I don't think any kills are going to be happening.
Also, no ignite for the Fizz means that the kill threat is slightly lower than normal. Still surprised that this dragon has not been started or picked up yet, actually. So, red side having the bot crowd.
Oh, and there's a TP coming in from Echo behind and onto bot lane right here. Ashe does go wide, but Jhin is in the middle of the stun field, and he is going to get taken out surely here. He does not have flash, he does not have cleanse, and he will be going down. Nautilus just there as well, just so Poros can pick up another free kill, and now this is definitely a free dragon for the side of the Poros.
Okay, well, I guess if I say it, it happens. Dragon being started by the red team.
Finally, able to take the dragon.
But maybe we're going to be trading for the Rift Herald on the top side?
Yeah, I mean, Fiora should definitely be playing further back here because she knows her T-Ba's on dragon, and she knows there could be the possibility of her getting dove by the Gragas. So she is, as you can see, respecting. If I just quickly switch, so she is respecting, just decided to farm these Krugs instead in the meantime, which is definitely a good decision.
Oh, and it does look like the Rift Herald is being started by Gragas.
Yeah, so of course they're just trading objectives right now. With Dragon going to the Poros and Herald going towards the side of Frostbite. Now, in the meantime, if we look at the gold, I mean, I've been talking about how Poros did manage to win the last fight, but the gold is still relatively even, and I actually don't know. I don't know where it's come from, because I mean, look at the CS numbers. It's pretty even across the board. And oh my god, Apocalypse is actually going into contest this Rift Herald. I'm really surprised about that. I actually don't know who took that one down.
Oh my god! Yeah, the side of Icy Frostbite
right now. Superstar gets ulted by the Fury. She goes flying. It is able to hit those vitals. It is able to take him down. In the meantime, Shed running away with his life.
He's and the Rift Herald, it seems. He's just managed to pick that one up very sneakily and managed to get out.
Okay, I see. So Frostbite actually did manage to secure that Rift Herald. So that is one win for their side, although they did lose their jungler in the process. So
it's worth.
You take some, you give some, you take some, or something like that, right?
Yeah, indeed. No shutdown on the Gragas, I don't believe, because he only has one kill. And yeah, Rift Herald being picked up for the side of Frostbite seems pretty strong.
I mean, is it gonna have that much of an impact though? It's 80 minutes in, and
I guess no plates now, but maybe
most likely you can probably force mid tower just to get a bit of extra space on the map. But
like Shen will be walking back.
You did lose your Gragas, and that is going to be a swing gold towards the Poros. I guess there isn't anything to be worried about too early because you have a dragon each, and there's not going to be any early Dragon Souls going on. And speaking of Dragon Soul, it is going to be the Infernal Soul, and I mean both sides going to be definitely wanting to pick this one up today.
Very big on the Echo, especially big on the Jhin with the Dark Harvest rune page that I was talking about while we were drafting. So that extra damage of the explosion, also being able to use to like get close to that collective threshold of the 5% HP for the execute. It's going to be very big if the side of Frostbite does manage to pick that up.
So what do you think the merits of the collector though? Because I actually, I don't know. I don't play any carries, of course. So I'm not sure about this item. So what are the merits of buying this collector?
So it obviously gives you lethality. It gives you crit, which is obviously two stats that Jhin absolutely loves. Obviously, crit being his entire kit, and lethality just because he scales with crit.
In the top, there's actually a fire going on here. Fiora dropping her ultimate once again, but like this time, Shen is just like full HP. So I don't think she'll be winning one even with the ultimate field going down there. Like that's what will happen when your vitals get hit by the Spirits of Refuge. It's just not going to do any damage. And oh my god, Shen going for a flash taunt! Oh, isn't able to finish him off though, and Luxmaster might be able to get a hit. Does you have to use the parry and will be able to get out on hitting that vital and getting some HP back.
What a close fight.
What an incredibly close fight. That doesn't mean the flash is expended from his side though, and he won't be having that up. Does have and I mean, Fiora doesn't have his either. I think she used it earlier. I don't remember when.
No, she used it in the mid lane fight earlier, but there could be a potential re-engage from either participant here.
I mean, I think this is good. I think this is very risky for the Fiora here because Shen still has his Spirit's Refuge, which he does manage to sidestep, but she still gets taken out there. The absolute. Oh, what is going on mid lane? Actually, Fizz getting dove by Zac. I think he's okay. I'm not sure that flash was a good idea. I think Apocalypse, you need to run away. Yeah, he's running away. Anyway,
close of cast.
Not quite. But yeah, I mean, something like a Fizz, you need to not try and overcommit on because you know he has a lot of escape tools, and if you try to overcommit, and I mean there was a bit of disconnect there because you saw the Echo was still behind, and the Zac was just flying in by itself.
Does it like Herald going down the top lane, not staying to shove this wave up? Yeah. Seems kind of questionable.
That is interesting, I guess. Doesn't want
to. Has TP. I reckon that tower could have been.
I mean, I think that tower would have gone anyway. Like, if you just see the TP come out for Fiora, you just run away, basically, and then you got the TP.
Okay, so going back onto the subject of the collector, we are in possibly a bit of a lull state. So yeah, it being able to have lethality and crit, obviously both good stats for Jhin as he scales very well and gets a lot of AD going into the later stages of the game. Also, the very, very slight little passive that whenever you kill an enemy champion with its effect, you get 25 bonus gold, which does stack up over the course of the game. Yeah, and just being a generally good item. Very good on both Jhin and Samira at the moment, as they both like the stats that it gives. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely sounds like something you want to be invested. Let's just ignore that one.
Was that the Ash W in the mid lane?
No, I was looking at the Lulu, and the Lulu was trying to kill a trap, then walked into it and then procs the trap.
I didn't even see that. The camera was on mid lane. Ash just unfortunately failed to stop the trap. I think we've all done that though with the Jin trap though. We've all definitely tried to clear a Jin trap into it before.
Feels bad, man. Well, anyway, the Infernal Dragon is up now, so both sides going to be wanting to try and get some priority here in the bottom side river. But with the Scolded Crab going towards the Poros here, they're going to have a bit of extra vision. Frostbite do not. And I'm not sure they should be contesting. It's like, look at that mid wave. It's pushed into their side. Like, you should send one person to get as far right now. Because you know they're not on it anyway. Because you see them on blue buff. Like, definitely should be collecting that farm in the mid lane right now.
I think this does happen a lot with slightly suboptimal wave management. A lot of EXP and gold is missed out by probably both teams, honestly.
Yeah, and Fiora definitely needs to be coming down as well, because you know Shen has the stat united right now. It looks like, oh my god, there's a huge arrow going onto the Jin here. Fizz is flying forward. Zac is in there, but is in the opposite backline. I mean, what is going on here? There's a completely split fight. Looks like Echo will be one to first fall. Apocalypse is now in the middle of the Frostbite team, and he should be able to go down as well. Ash is just trying to save her own team, but she's the one to go down in fact first. I mean, that was a really, really messy fight. Actually,
very messy fight.
Both sides of like one person engaging onto the other team, and then Frostbite actually had follow-up, so that's why they managed to win that fight. But we see like we see the Zac flying towards the side of Frostbite, and then he just has no follow-up whatsoever. And he's definitely, I mean, he's definitely a disruptive threat, but without any support, he's not going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, he's strong and obviously can soak a lot of damage, but without that backline providing the damage, he doesn't really do much by himself. Wow.
I mean, the game is pretty much even once again, because with this dragon going towards the side of Frostbite, it means that despite having a 1k gold deficit, it isn't really anything. The game is basically still even.
The Infernal Dragon definitely makes up for that 1k deficit in terms of stats, especially on the Jin, providing that extra adaptive force. And as we talked about earlier, the Fiora being an absolute force in the side lane, already taking the top lane tier 2, 23 minutes in. So she'll probably, I expect her to be recalling now, probably walking towards the bot lane, trying to crack those towers there. I'd like to see what just happened, the Ashe and Fiora in the mid lane, and then the Echo probably rotating up towards the top lane to go and collect farm there. And more Jin traps being stepped on.
A lot of Jin traps today.
Oh, that's a lot of traps.
Hey, what's the thing you can do in Earth where you just like go AP Jin and then you just stack traps on top of each other?
Like 50 traps in a bush, and then someone walks in.
You just wait for someone to walk in.
Disappear. It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. But we are not playing Earth, so we won't be having that this game, hopefully. Nope. But anyway, both sides. I mean, there's not much to fight over for now. I mean, Baron is up, but neither side already in a position to take it because the game is pretty even state. So most likely just waiting for the dragon to come up. Mostly going to be a slow game. This is definitely a slower game than one I was expecting, I must say.
I agree. I expected a lot more fighting early, a lot more of a messy game, but it does seem to be playing slightly more clean than I expected from both teams. Just a bit of a low state at the moment as we're probably waiting for the next dragon to spawn, that being the next objective, unless a big team fight occurs where Baron does seem to be on the table. But currently I don't see that happening very quickly, as the waves are just being ping-ponged back and forth by in all three lanes, really. Possible top lane fight now.
So yeah, once we look at the itemization, so I mean, I think one big change in the preseason is that Lich Bane doesn't give any mana anymore, and that means it can be like a really useful item for a lot of champions that can build it before.
That's very true, actually. Yeah, with the Sheen changes, that's a good point, actually.
So who was I playing the other day? I don't remember. But like Morgana. I mean, yes, I was definitely playing Morgana the other day. But I think Lich Bane, like Sheen, all the Sheen items are like all the Lich Bane. What am I saying? Lich Bane. There we go. Lich Bane is I think is a really really strong item right now because of the amount of champions you can build it on. Because you're not wasting obviously a portion of its stats going into mana. So a lot of champions that don't need the mana, you're still able to itemize that and take advantage of the fact that you're able to do more damage every time you use an ability. Looks like there is going to be a fight bot lane. Echo not taking the good side of the trade there, with him half his HP going to go, and Shiva might actually be caught out here. I think his body slam is already gone. He's going to have to use his cast to knock away the Zac. I think he does manage to stay alive, just about. I mean, not in the top lane. Is there going to be a trade here? No. Well, I don't know why.
His rush, he can run away.
I don't know why Observers is so like fixated on top lane, because no one really cares about top lane, honestly.
Literal Island XD.
Like, yeah, who cares? It's Fiora and Shen. No one's gonna die. Like,
You said that earlier.
I mean, I still think no one should have died. But in the meantime, there actually is a gank onto this Fiora. I mean, poor guy has to deal with 3 different people. I'm surprised the Gragas actually came up so early. He must have just beelined it straight up after getting collapsed on in the bot side jungle. That's interesting. Fiora pings Gragas' flash, but Gragas' flash is up.
I think it was the Nautilus that burned the flash there, but to no avail. Maybe slight error on the scoreboard clicking.
Interesting. Anyway, we do get back to this game, and we are still waiting for some dragons to spawn. Otherwise, not much action is going to be going on, of course. What is there a reason to fight for? I mean, there clearly is a reason to fight for bot lane because the Fizzle doesn't manage to come out. Echo is going to have to expend his own, and that means Fizz might even go down here. Stan United comes out, and Echo is just tanking a tower for a bit too long, and he will go down.
Has Fiora got the parry though?
Yep, Fiora does have the parry. She'll be fine. But like, honestly, I don't think there is any reason to fight right now. I think you do just wait for the dragons to come up. Looks like ultimate will be dropped onto Shen here. Is going to try and take him out with those vital procs. Is going to be able to get the field up. Meanwhile, everyone else is also in this fight, but like, everyone's too tanky. Like, look at the Zags. He's still full HP pretty much. Nautilus will go down, and I mean, they just really didn't be able to find anything on there because Fizz, already spent his ultimate onto the Echo earlier, and Shen, I mean, as strong as he is, he doesn't do that much damage. I mean, he does a lot of damage, but like, he doesn't do a lot of burst damage.
And like Zac, he's a bit of a meat shield, sort of does DPS with the Sunfire Aegis.
And looks like Fiora might be too far up in this lane. No, never mind. He's
and Gragas
poor
just
guy. Gragas doesn't
out
need help. He's just a drunk man on a mission, It's just like, oh wait. I mean, Fiora is playing like super confidently today, I must say. Just going in for those vital procs. Doesn't matter. Doesn't care about who's on the enemy team. It is gonna get hit by the cast. He's gonna knock back in, and she is gonna use that parry, but it isn't gonna do anything, and she will get taken down by the Gragas here.
So, while we had that fight, the side of the Poros did take out the Infernal Dragon, making it 2-2, which means we're going to see a very, very late Soul this game and an even later Elder Dragon.
Oh, this is going to be like a 90-minute game, please. Please.
And TP coming out pretty good.
I'm not paid enough for that. I mean, I'm not paid anything anyway, but that's kind of it feels bad, man.
On this tree to raise GZ.
Yeah, maybe we should, Maybe we should. Anyway. Ooh, 2 dragons apiece, as he was saying. Like, pretty even game. Gold is even, everything is even, not much going on. And once we go into this late game, I mean, who do you expect to see go out ahead then?
Ooh, I mean, both teams, it's a bit of a hard question to answer, honestly. Depends on how the fights are being played, really. If we're having like an all-in 5v5 team fight, I'm reckoning the side of Poros will probably take that, whereas we're playing... So, actually, it's so hard to tell, because both sides have pretty good fight, actually. Obviously, the red team can split push better, whereas I don't know. I think but it's so hard because they both have assassins in the mid lane. They both have sort of good.
Well, Shen is going to get collapsed on in the mid lane right here. Gets stunned up, gets CC chained, is going to go down in the end, and now Nautilus is also going to be not sacrificed because he uses Dreadline out. But again, that is the Shen down, and that does mean that if red team do decide to look for any objectives, this could be a good time. But Ashe is in the bot lane right now, so probably not, actually.
They could maybe bait Baron here and then just let the Ashe shove extra waves because they're forced to rotate, maybe taking that bot tower, but it would be very cocky from the Ashe to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you see the 80 carries in bot lane, they're pretty much not going to be on Baron for, like, most of the time.
Pretty much.
So I don't think they don't have too much to worry about, so, I mean, it is just the kill gold, but then again, it is the kill gold, so you probably don't want to be giving those away too often.
You also get the chance to clear out vision like Apocalypse is doing now, just clearing out some vision with that sweeper in the topside jungle. Oh, and mid lane tier 2 being cracked by the Fiora and the Lulu. Very nice.
Yeah, once again, I must say, I'm really enjoying how Poros are playing this game. I mean, apart from the early dragons, which I was didn't very enjoy. I think Macro game has been pretty clean overall, and they have managed to win out these fights. So overall, looking pretty good. And I must say, the Fiora having a pretty good time as well, fighting those decent outplays. He's going to get hugged by the treasure line here, but it's managed to dash away. Like, I'm honestly surprised she hasn't been caught more times than she has so far, because like she's always really far up in the lane, but she's always managed to get out. So
just 4 deaths, but also a 50 farm lead in the top lane there. Very big. Moving on to her third item now, obviously picking up the Trinity Force and the Ravenous Hydra, looking very strong to be shoving those waves in the side lanes and just taking those towers like she wants to do.
So, once again, we are in this slow state, and we are chilling for a bit because absolutely nothing is going on. And this is these are our favorite times in the games.
Yeah, just have a nice little chat, cup of tea.
Literally, we literally expended all our talking topics, so we just have to watch people duke it out in top lane. As you can see, Echo trying to fight onto this onto Gragas right now, and he does have support though, so Echo is probably gonna have to run away. Does expend the Zhonya's, but I think this will be him gone. Has to ultimate away. Dread line doesn't connect. Zac comes flying in, but you're Zac. Are you really gonna kill 3 people? You know, maybe he actually will kill 3 people because of his stupid Sunfire Aegis. And it looks like that will be the case because he does manage to get a double kill. Holy shit, attack items are so busted. I'm not sure about this Shen ultimate because I think you're the one not wanting to be there. And Nautilus does get taken out very, very quickly. So you will be able to TP in. And this is definitely just Baron for the side of the Poros right now.
This, mate. Nah, not solo. Not enough life still yet. But it's definitely going to be given to the side of the Icy Poros. All 5 members here. The Ashe nearly having her Infinity Edge too means she'll be dishing out that damage, especially with the true damage coming out from the Kraken Slayer and it being applied twice by the Rage Blade. And that is Baron down for the side of Icy Poros.
Poros finally taking a definite lead in this game right now. They have decent gold lead and they have Baron.
Wow.
And this will be a dragon in 20 seconds as well, so they'll probably just all rush to... Fiora! The dragon is up! Let's go!
Come on!
Where are you going, Fiora? Did you see dragon? Dragon!
Waves pushing. Go to dragon.
Yeah, dragon. Like, you don't need to go top. There's nothing there. Just go dragon. Okay, well, it looks like Fiora is pretty fixated on the side lane today, so nothing we can do about that. Just top lane things, you know.
Yep.
But anyway, Ashe is still in base. Is Ashe here?
Is Ashe good?
Is Ashe still with us?
I think she might be waiting for Infinity Edge actually.
Okay. How much gold does she have? 1.6. I don't know how much Infinity Edge is. Do you know?
It's 1225 if you've purchased.
Oh no! She has bought something. I don't know what it is. Is it this? Is it? Yeah, it's Quinsu's. Oh no, it's Essence Reaver. She bought Essence Reaver. Okay, we're good. But anyway, this does mean that they know Ashe is in base. I don't think they know Ashe is in base. So I think they just think Ashe is probably like at the back of the river. That's why they're playing That's why the team of Frostbite is playing so conservatively right now. And this will be top inhib in fact going towards Poros. Fiora not having a great time in this 1v right now. It does tank a turret shot and she will go down in the end. That will be a kill over to the Fizz right now. And meanwhile, there is a fight going on just outside Dragon. Looks like this one will go towards the Poros though because the gold lead is just too big right now.
Well then. Big cost there from the Gravis, just deleting the Lulu from about 3rd HP too.
And yep, that's Dragon gone. I mean, like, I'm surprised Fiora decided to go for the engage. I think you're just happy if you manage to take the inhib.
Just take the inhib and just say goodbye to the Fizz. Have a nice day, you know. Cheers to the inhib and try and walk through the jungle to go and have your team. But
I mean, this Fizz is probably like just the last stand on the side of Frostbite, I must say, because Fizz is currently has 5 and 1 and 2. Probably going to be doing quite a lot of damage to their team. So if he's like the single person they need to look at to find a decent engage onto the backline of Poros.
He's really trying to delete that Ashe as fast as possible. She can just right click from the backlines, because otherwise she will just be doing absolutely massive damage to the side of Icy Frostbite.
But yeah, I mean, once again we see that their objectives up. So hopefully, I mean there won't be any fighting, right? Like that's how it usually works. Both sides will call a truce for the next 4 minutes until Dragon is up. Feels good, man.
Probably.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, I mean, let's take a look at itemization once again. Ooh, anything interesting you want to comment on?
Anything? I'm interested actually in the Essence Reaver build by the Ashe. I was expecting an Infinity Edge, but maybe. I don't know,
so for those who don't know, as you can see, Essence Reaver on your screen right now. It gives you 50 attack damage, 20% critical strike chance, 20 ability haste, and also gives you Spellblade, which is from Sheen, basically.
And also noticed they've included the old Essence Reaver damage. So when you auto
there is an engage onto Fiora in bottom actually. Ashe does come out, but Fizz does not want to be there. Does get ulted by the Ashe right now. Shen doing so much damage. Hello, tank, by the way. What the fuck?
That's a red buff.
Anyway, doesn't matter. In the meantime, in the mid lane, there's also another fight. I'm not sure what's going on right now, but Gragas does manage to fall, and I'm not sure Shen wins this 1v1 in bot lane. And Observer's really fixated on top lane matchup right now. Not sure why they care so much. As we go back into this mid lane, no one will be going down apart from the Gragas actually, but this will mean another inhibitor is about to fall, however. And Poros is in a very, very good position to take this game right now.
Looking to be applying pressure to both, obviously, the mid lane and the side lane with the Fiora, as well as Zac in the top lane just guiding the wave in towards the Nexus towers.
Oh, yeah.
Looking to end there, actually.
I mean, I think that was a bit ambitious, I must say, from the side of Frosbite, looking for Echo who still has the ultimate up. But that is going to be an ace for the Poros, and that will be the game, surely.
Yep, that is a GG well played.
Very, very well played from them. I think overall pretty clean game, apart from the part it wasn't clean. But, you know, we don't talk about this, so... Clean game, clean win. Good job to them. Very well played, and they will take the victory. As we go back into the other transition screen. Oh, look at that. Alright, so yeah, I mean, that was definitely a less bloodthirsty game than I was expecting when we first got into this series.
Yeah, I agree. I think played pretty well by both sides, but just a little bit better in the macro game by the side of Icy Poros. So I would attribute that to their victory in the end, as well as a very nearly 10.5k gold lead. It's looking like.
And if we take a look at the gold charts, of course, all of you are here for that as well. I mean, pretty much what you expect. I'm surprised the Ashe didn't do more damage than she did, but I mean, all the damage she did was pretty effective damage, so it doesn't really matter in the end.
Definitely the mid laners being the sole focus of this game in terms of damage for both teams. Oh no, actually no, the Gragas for the side of Icy Frostbite doing an absolutely loads of damage.
I mean, I think Gragas was just looking for a lot of picks in the side lanes. I mean, not always working, I must say, but he was going for a lot of engages.
I mean, yeah, he was just he was bloodthirsty that game, just looking for fights all the time, always looking for a brawl.
Yeah. As this game is over, we will be going into our next one, and let me just check up the matchup 1 second. Who do we have again? It's a very, very exciting matchup. That's why I, of course, remember them. Off the top of my head, it will be the Chimps against the Corgis. The Corgis. And it will be a best of 3, so of course you want to stay tuned for that series. Whew. Any expectations of that series?
Oh, I think it's going to be a good one, actually. Yeah. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm looking forward.
I am definitely looking forward to that. So we are just going to cut to a short break while we wait for the next series to start. Don't forget to stay tuned, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and all the links, I'm sure they're below somewhere. That's not my job to put them there, but I'm sure they're there. And we will see you guys in a bit. Thank you very much for watching.
But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And now we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. If we try to believe.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some wine. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go.
Precision is the difference between a butcher and a surgeon.
Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly, 'cause I know what you don't.
The rivers will run red.
How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your head. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, 'cause there's so much fun.
When you've got talent, there's no such thing as a lucky shot.
Messing around with it, fix it up, go with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly, 'cause I know what you don't.
It's not how much time you have. It's how you use it.
How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave and I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad.
Anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. A negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. A negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. A negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. A negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. Negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. Negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. Negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. Negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. Negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. Negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control, yeah. Midnight and city lights on the other side. You're calling me up at the same time. I'm in the daylight. You're calling to say hi, but your words they cry. If there's something that you need to say, I know it ain't easy living inside your brain for sure. You keep telling me that it's all okay, but I know, yeah, your silence speaks so loud. Your silence speaks so loud. And I hear you calling up, yeah. We're talking about nothing. Then you said something under your breath. I can't take it, I know what you're thinking. I wish I could fix this, yeah. If there's something that you need to say, I know it ain't easy living inside your brain for sure. You keep telling me that it's all okay, but I know, yeah, your silence speaks so loud. Silence speaks so loud. And I hear you calling out.
got enough of every melody, they all sound the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy, but maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. Oh, my darkest memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Yeah. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool. Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears,
on a bag, like an old lady. I'm backwoods smoking, I don't own papers, pass that 808. That shit a dome shaker. Oh, bitch, you know I'm grinding like a pro skater. Baby mama bugging, I'm so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed, I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking that galore. I got bitches kissing bitches, oh, them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up, well, fuck it, I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat, while I fuck up, I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a dick, but I never get feelings, cause shorty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some wine. Oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go.
Precision is the difference between a butcher and a surgeon.
Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly, 'cause I know, but you don't.
The rivers will run red.
How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, 'cause there's so much fun.
When you've got talent, there's no such thing as a lucky shot.
Messing around with it, fix it up, go with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh, no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly, 'cause I know, but you don't.
It's not how much time you have. It's how you use it.
How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never see.
Well, apparently we are back already. I wasn't expecting that one, but these guys won't listen to me, so who knows what we can do.
Hello.
Hello, we're joined by Ding today. Looks like Giselle has left us for a bit, but that's okay because
Thank God.
we have other talent available, as you can see. And we are already into Champ Select. Wow, that was so quick. Didn't even need to wait. Didn't even need to, have a little pre-game chat before the pick and ban started.
Straight into the action. Just what I
Straight
love.
into the action, as they say. And now let's take a look at the bans. Once again, Jin and Samira is getting taken off the table early on.
No surprise there.
These are some very, very strong early on AD carries, as well as Swain. I think that will probably be a bot lane Swain ban, right? I think bot lane Swain is currently absolutely dominating solo queue. And I mean, this game is basically solo queue, let's be honest. Also, did Haku change his name?
I believe he did.
Why is he called Blaziken 1?
He's talking to the town recently. I don't know. I'm kind of disconnected from him recently.
I don't know either, but looks like there will be an MF early for the side of the chimps here. I mean, MF...
One of Araf's favourite picks.
Yeah, Araf definitely very proficient at that champion. It's going to be very exciting to see how he performs on it. But what do you think the responses then will be from the Corgi? So you think they're also going to pick bot lane, they're going to pick some engage? Well,
Yeah,
like
it's an
the
interesting position right now, because there's not that many strong ADCs in the meta, and most of them have been picked or banned. So I think Kaiser's like next on the pecking order.
that's definitely one of them, and yep, that's definitely a strong bot lane they decides to go for. They decided to go for Kai'Sa and Nautilus. It seems
There's a lot of kill pressure there.
definitely a lot of kill pressure early. I mean, getting hit by Nautilus Hug is basically a death sentence. I mean, it's not a death sentence because that's Thresh's Hug, but you get what I mean. Anyway, I mean, as a response, I'd like to see what they decide to go for. Maybe a Leona into Nautilus. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Leona
a
would
pretty
be
standard bot lane matchup, I must say.
Be a nice answer.
Probably something that could come out now, but looks like the Jarvan is going to come out for Raz. I mean, I've played with Raz before, and he's definitely a decent Jarvan player. So
Looks like the chimps are relying on comfort picks here.
yeah, and then Alistair coming out as well, and I have 5 messages. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Truman is talking some stuff. That doesn't matter. So yeah, but as you can see, Alistair coming out for the side of the chimps here, and Malphite coming out for the corgis.
I guess it's Malphite going to be going top.
So yeah, I mean, Malphite is also one of the champions that is dominating solo queue right now. As a basically unkillable tanker, you're definitely going to need some AP for the side of the chimps here. But fortunately, their mid laner is still open, and mid lane is usually the primary source of magic damage. But anyway, looking at the bans once again, Vlad coming out, clearly a targeted ban against Haku, also known as Blaziken 1 today. But Evelyn coming out, a ban against Truman. I mean, Truman, he's a jungler that can play quite a lot of champions, so just having one taking off the board isn't going to make too much sense.
What are you expecting here for the chimps? Maybe an Orianna, another comfort pick for the mid laner?
Quite possibly. I mean, we'll have to see what Zetsu decides to go for here.
I mean, Orianna would be a pretty good pick here for the Wombo combo with Jarvan.
But it looks like they are going to leave mid lane to last pick right now. And Shaco equals Kane. I have confirmation of that. So there is going to be a proxy and there is going to be a Kane in the jungle. And we talked about this last game. I mean, Kane is a very, very strong champion into some of these tank junglers because of the extra healing he gets from his ult, especially if he goes with Rust.
He does max health damage as well as Red Kane with every Q.
Exactly, and with Board Drinker and with all the healing in the game right now, he is absolutely insane. He's just going to be a complete drain tank in the middle of your team, and he's just not going to die. But it looks like a Diana going to come out actually for the side of the chimps. I mean, Artemis is... Oh, and the Yasuo. Okay. Wait, what?
Okay, I think Yasuo is a great pick here, actually.
That's a very interesting...
They've got a knock-up on everyone apart from Misfortune.
They do, but is this going to be Yasuo top or is this going to be a Diana?
It's going to be into Yasuo in the past.
Oh, I see. So you're suggesting Haku is going to be on this Diana right now?
Yep. Diana is one of Haku's champions.
Diana is pretty strong right now, and I don't know what are they doing. Are they picking Yuumi for the fun of it? Are they playing Nautilus mid? I don't know. They've not sent me any messages, so...
Yuumi is Alawi, I'm hearing.
I am also hearing that.
Is Alawi.
Okay, so they have decided to pick for an Alawi in the top lane. And I mean, Alawi against a Diana, I'm not sure how I fancy that. I think it will go towards it will go in favor of the Alawi, I must say, despite both of them want to get on top of each other. So it'll definitely be an interesting to see who comes out top. So yeah, I mean, once again, we are going into champ select. As you can see, they're just banning out 8 champions because who can be bothered, really?
Yeah, I don't think Diana represents much kill pressure onto Alawi in the top lane. Diana's really looking to team fight or skirmish, especially with her ultimate. I don't think she's really going to be killing Alawi. She doesn't do enough damage, really, and Alawi out damages her over time.
So yeah, I mean, as we're going for champ select again, we can talk about the champions once again. So you've talked about Diana a bit already, and the Alawi. I mean, Alawi tentacles they do require some setup. So for example, if there's like a fight going on bot lane where both sides decide to TP in, Diana is going to have the setup already. I mean, Diana doesn't need the setup already. Diana can just go in and all in on the enemy team. Whereas someone like an Alawi doesn't really, like, if you TP into, for example, a bot lane fight, you don't have those tentacles set up for you already. So you are going to struggle with it there. The only tool you already have is your ultimate. And I mean, it's still obviously a very effective tool, but it's still going to be lacking compared to what you could have, for example.
Yeah. But clearly the chimps have gone for a very teamfight oriented setup. They've got the MF Jarvan with the Yasuo ultimate. There's a lot of potential there to not only get picks, but also to turn a team fight around with a massive combo.
So yeah, I mean, the Malphite going over to the side of the corgis, and seeing a Yasuo on the side of the of the chimps is rather interesting, I must say, considering it's usually expect to see those on the same side if you pick both of them. But again, like there's so many knockups on the side of the chimps, so it is going to be a very, very effective tool, this Yasuo. Although, I don't know, I'll have to see how it works out. Usually, if I see Yasuo locked in my Soloki game, I kind of like, fuck. You know,
let's hope.
You just have that feeling. But looks like we'll be getting into the game very soon. It's going to be just a couple of seconds, as well as a 3-minute delay, as well as people loading in, because sometimes people have problems loading in, as we found out on Monday. So hopefully the delay won't be too long this time. But I mean, once again, here's a look at the comps. Oh wait, is it a Malphite mid lane? What the fuck?
Malphite mid lane.
Oh wow, I just realized. Interesting. So there's going to be a Yasuo into a Malphite. Now that I'm not too sure. I'm trying to figure out how this matchup works. Ding, you got any ideas?
It's not too great for the Yasuo, but I mean, I don't think he's
he can win wall the Q of Malphite. I guess there's that, but he's just not going to be doing any damage to Malphite until, like, I guess when he gets his ultimate off, he will be able to do a bit more because it gives him a bit of that armor penetration. But even then, it's still a Malphite.
Yeah, I think Yasuo kind of just chills a bit, farms, tries to scale. I mean, they could consider doing a lane swap with the Haku's Diana mid. Might be a bit more fruitful.
I mean, but then again, Yasuo into Alawi. I'm not sure I fancy that matchup.
I mean, it's not great either way, but I wouldn't be too scared.
Yeah, I guess it is for just for the team fight synergy right here. So I mean, not the best laning pick, but sometimes you don't want the best laning pick, or sometimes you just don't want a Yasuo on your team. Sometimes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I to be honest, in this game, I don't really want to be MF. If you think about it, I don't want to be in MF's shoes. Because you've got to deal with the Malphite ultimate, the Kayn over the wall, and then of course
you think she's going to buy like a Gale Force this game?
I mean, I think she's going to need Gale Force and freaking
and the Flash and Edge of Nights and just everything, to survive.
Yeah, might be a bit tricky for her to kind of do anything. If she gets more than 3 shots off from her auto, then from her ultimate, then she's doing well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing about the matchup is that if MF is stationary, she's just gonna get hit by everything, right?
Exactly.
And I mean, you're kind of forced to be stationary when you're ulting, and that's
and there's
a large part of MF's damage.
There's only one person I know in my life who can miss a Malphite ult on a stationary target, and it's not Zetsu.
Okay, interesting. All right, well, we have talked about some of these matchups already. How do you think the junglers are going to focus on then? Do you think Jarvan is going to be looking for any early ganks?
I mean, Jarvan's early ganks are pretty good, and he can make use of the fact that Kayn doesn't have his form early on in the game. But I don't know. There's a better kill pressure on Malphite because he has no escape. But I'm not really sure. Like how much potential.
It's a Malphite. I mean, early on, definitely before level 6, you could possibly look for some engagements on some Malphite. But I feel like once he gets some items on the board, because he's against a Yasuo and he's against a Jarvan who both deal physical damage, so you can just stack the armor already and ignore the Diana for the early part of the game. And it's only the later times when they're in the team fights when Diana can actually have a slight of an impact onto this Malphite. So Malphite will be just happily building armor for most of this early game.
Mm-hmm.
Alawi is going to be definitely a hard champion to gank in the top lane because of a stupid tentacle mechanic thing and whatever it's called, the drag your soul out of your body and then smack you even though you're miles away.
Well, what I'm thinking about is perhaps Malphite's better off just going like hardcore AP this game because they don't have much AP damage, right? And also you can't underestimate the utility of just one-shotting MF.
Yes, thank you, Cookie. It's called Test of Spirit. Now, so we will be getting into game now, so we are just going to cut to a short break, but we will be right back, so see you guys in just a second. If I can find the break screen. There we go.
and get hit at my section at 12. Gon' find your ass way in New Orleans. Watch out, little bit. I'm jugging. Dissect your head if you.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Hello everyone, and we are back. So as you can see, that was a very quick loading. No disconnects today, which is rather nice. Always nice to actually be able to get into a game, you know. And I mean, looks like I like talking about the 5 points early. It's going to be a
bit of an unlucky ward placement there.
5 point versus a
vibe in the bot lane.
This is a I don't know what these guys are doing. I guess they expect to invade bot lane. I don't know, man. You tell me. So yeah.
So yeah, looks like Truman will be going for the red K, despite only facing like maybe 1.5 tanks in the enemy team.
I mean, I think like Red Cane is always a pretty safe option, right? Like, you know, if you're a Shadow Assassin, you know you're gonna have to like absolutely pop off in the game, otherwise it's just gonna be useless.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's quite easy to pop off as Blue Cane though. Like I think Blue Cane's a fairly good choice into their team actually, and there's a lot of abilities you can dodge with the ultimate as well.
Exactly, but it's Truman we're talking about, so we'll have to see how he does manage to pull off his Red Cane today. But in the meantime, I mean, nothing too ambitious, I would say. If we take a look at the keystones, a lot of conquerors on the side of the chimps here.
It's going to be a lot of drawn-out battles. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Oh, speaking of drawn-out battles.
There is going to be a fight in the bot lane. Evo getting taken quite low there, but I mean, he's a support player, so he has all of his health pots and biscuits to eat up. In the meantime, slight trade in the top lane. Looks like Blaziken has hit level 2 first. So there is going to be a trade there. But as I was saying, like, you talk about long drawn out trades, but what I would like to see is actually no, never mind. Ignore me. Just ignore me. Meanwhile, in the meantime, there is a fight going on the bot lane again, and even before actually going to have to get ignited here, and that is going to be the flash coming out from him, and he's going to have to recall. That's not a good luck for your side, I must say.
He did a nice appeal at first, but just stayed there for a little bit too long.
Yeah, it looks like Arthur's going to get caught out here, going to hit by a huge hug from BM Buffalo. BM Buffalo really pulling off the stairs today, and that is going to be first blood to the Kaiser in the bot lane. I mean, that's just 3 Nautilus hugs out of 3. I think that's just like game over. If the enemy Nautilus is taking so many hugs on you.
I mean, it's BM Buffalo's Nautilus. Like, it's not to be underestimated.
Yeah.
I think Chimps' bot lane here is just like really underestimated it.
Yeah, meanwhile, Zetu is underestimating the gank potential of Raz right now, but he has to flash away. Looks like flash burnt from both sides, so I mean, reasonable trade, I guess. Doesn't mean he doesn't have that up soon.
I think it's definitely more worth for the Chimps because Malphite's really vulnerable now, especially if he's going for a more AP build. But I'm quite interested how Raz decided to go in for the flash and then flag and drag, as opposed to what you typically see with the flag and drag into the flash combo. Yeah, but it all works out. I don't think it would have changed anything there. So it's 1-for-1 on the flashes.
I guess we're just really committing for it. I mean, I think it would definitely be better if he flashed after he dragged his flag, because then you know that if they flash away, you don't have to commit your flash in a situation like that. Whereas if you flash first, then you're already a flash down, so the enemy team knows that they can just flash away and then just be a trade of flashes. And meanwhile, in the top lane, Test of Spirit doing absolutely so much work for Seja right now. Is going to take Blaziken down to like 200 HP. In the meantime, there's another fight going on. Bowling actually, even Opal getting caught out once again. Going to get rooted up by the Nautilus, and that is going to be another kill for the side of the Corgis.
Yeah, of course, Eva didn't have flash from the fight earlier, so there's no escape for him in that one. I just don't think they expected the Kane, who jumped over the wall, I'm presuming.
Yeah, I mean, like, you should definitely be respecting the enemy bot lane more when you don't have flash as a Alistair against someone like a Nautilus, because you don't really have any escape tools after you get hooked. You know, you're just stuck in the middle of their team, and yeah, you don't have any tools to really protect yourself. You're not level 6 yet, so you don't have your ultimate, no the damage reduction, and you should definitely be more careful than he is playing right now.
Corgi's bot lane is pushed up right now, and Raz might look for something here, but they've got a lot of vision. So
But
I
he
don't
doesn't
think
have
it's too-
flash.
That's
Because he
true.
used
He
it
does
mid
not have
lane.
flash.
So it's gonna be slightly tough for him, but then again, they do have a decent amount of engage. So we'll have to see if he. I mean, he clearly hasn't decided to go for it because he's going for his Raptors now. But
I mean, he saw that they had vision. He clears the vision, and it's probably best to just back off after that. I think his best bet, Raz's best bet right now is perhaps to look for gank in mid lane when Yasuo hits 6. If they time it correctly, Yasuo can get 6 before Malphite
looks like
does.
there's going to be a gank from Truman in first.
Counter gank here.
And now Raz is over the wall, so he might look for a counter gank. It does manage to knock up Zetsu and does manage to take him out. And now it's just Truman against 2 members, but he takes out the Yasuo so quickly, and Raz will have to run away as well. He will not win this 1v1, and he does not have flash either, so he's just going to go down. It's 2 kills over to Truman. BM Buffalo walking so far up is just going to hit the hook onto Eva again, and Eva will be able to fall again. Surely no, he will live on 100 HP. Ignite cutting out, not being able to finish him off. Or BM Buffalo finding a beautiful engage once again. Truman is down here now. Truman is down here. He's looking for Arif. He's looking for Arif. Is he going to find it here? I mean, Bino, I think he went a bit too early. Never mind, he's okay. Oh, good dive. Good dive from the side of Corgis.
It's a very clean play there. Truman really doing work throughout that series of plays. I'm actually quite interested why Raz and Artemis went in despite seeing Truman from the minions. Because Raz is a level down.
Nemo in the mid lane. it's just this guy just being bullied by a Malphite. He's doing like no damage at all.
Yeah. After Jarvan commits his flag and drag, he's kind of not very useful. So I mean, after he bursted down Zetsu, yeah, they were kind of just sitting ducks for the Kane. He kind of just spins around all of them.
I mean, extremely good idea. Extremely good. Good of Truman to just like instantly run bowling, knowing that there could be a fight down there after he gets the kill in the mid lane, and not just resetting, for example, and spending his money. Although he still hasn't reset, I think, because he's actually no. Has he reset? Has he reset? No, he still hasn't reset exactly because he's only on a pickaxe. So he's really greeding out this amount of gold he has right now.
Yep, he's sitting on 1.8k currently. So yeah, I think honestly, as soon as he gets his form, he can kind of just run bot whenever he wants. And run bot whenever he wants because there's pretty free dives down there right now.
I mean, Flash is back up for the Alistair, and looks like there is actually a lane swap going on here. Looks like Diana has gone mid instead, although she's also not having a great time there, I must say. So, and in the top lane, I'm not sure how. Looks like Diana's going to get engaged on by Zetsu, and he does manage to smack her with his ultimate. Diana will be able to flash her way out, and Blaziken not having a good time there, and not having a good time in the lane swap whatsoever, I must say.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think Diana needed to flash there. She had a shield from a W, and Malphite used all of her spells. But hey, it is what it is.
I mean, that's the one thing about Malphite. Like, once you use your abilities, you don't really have anything left. You kind of just stand there and be like, yeah, look, I'm really strong, and then you don't really do anything. But
just stand there on fire trying to burn people. But yeah, it's not going to be much damage. Anyway, Raz did pretty well there to pick up the dragon.
It looks like there is going to be engaged onto Sejo in the top lane right here. Both sides on about half HP, but no fight going to turn out in the end. I mean, Alawi is going to be a pretty difficult target to die because if you get hit, if you see this, I don't know, if you see the tornado coming, can you ult before it hits you? I don't think you can you? I don't know. I don't know how the mechanic works. I'm not one to say. But anyway, I think Alawi will most likely be fine here. It looks like we'll get knocked up by the Yasuo, and with Raz coming in for a gang, this should just be a free kill for him. But, oh, no, yeah, that ultimate is just going to be too late to do anything. And a decent solo kill for Artemis here in the top lane.
Yeah, just saw the opportunity is really good.
Maybe they will have to rotate the Malphite to follow up on the Yasuo. Because he was definitely struggling into that matchup there, let's say. But anyway, picking up that solo kill means he does have a bit of gold right now. It means he is going to reset and pick up some juicy critical chance. Surely?
Yeah, he's got enough for a full item right now. That's going to be a massive power spike for Yasuo.
I mean, let's just take a look at the gold. In fact, while we are on this view, I mean, gold overall is it's a 3k lead for the Corgis. I'm not sure how that happened actually. Is it just CS diff? Kills diff? Like 3k gold lead at 9 minutes is absolutely massive. It looks like there is going to be another dive onto the bot lane right now. Under the tower? Is it going to be dive on the tower? It is going to be a dive on the tower. And BM Buffalo is going to drop that ultimate onto Araf. And Araf will fall down here. Araf really not having a good time in the past week. Bino will fall as well, though. That will be
not sure about
a trade.
Flash,
That will be a trade of kills right now. Zetsu is going to get collapsed on in mid lane, but he has flash, so he'll just be able to flash out and flash and ultimate, so he'll just ult out if he ever needs to. Looks like he is going to decide to ult onto Raz instead, and oh my god, he just manages to flash away from the tower range. That was so close to him going down there. Zetsu pulling off a reasonable fight there in the mid lane.
trying to make something happen, but there's quite a bit of miscommunication. You see Haki was out of mana and couldn't follow up with another E, but Raz still decided to invest the ultimate into that gank. Wasn't quite to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, look, they decided to go on the Malphite, and the Malphite was just about tanky enough to survive. And looks like Evo is in the mid lane brushes. See if he can follow up on any fights, and he will be able to find the engage, and that will be Zetsu going down. Surely no, because Truman is here to help out his mid laner, and Truman is here to take out the Diana. Does give the kill over to Bino, does give it to his AD carry, and this will mean the Corgis are going further and further ahead. Oh, there's another fight going on in jungle. Truman looking for an engage onto Eva. In the top lane. Oop. Artemis getting, oh my god, the tentacle.
But awfully close to death.
It's so close to dying there, but he will manage to live for now. And Raz is just trying to farm out this mid lane. Oh, doesn't even manage to kill the range one. Poor guy, can't even do enough damage to it. And Seiju is just completely zoning this Yasuo away from his tower. And these are just 3 plates going over.
I'm not sure why he's staying here.
Like, yeah, like, you know you can't stay for that. Just recall. Just recall.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there's no reason.
I guess, but it's also really risky because you don't know where Kane is. And Raz is close, but you know they can hardly kill a Lowy.
Looks like we are going to have a pause for now. They have a bit of lag on the side of the chimps. I mean, we can clearly see that in the gold difference, so understandable, I think. But
I mean, and some of the gameplay going on in the bot lane, but hey, let's not go there.
Yeah, well, looks like the game will be unpaused very, very shortly. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay. But anyway, I mean, if we look at this game again, I think Truman has managed to find some really, really important ganks here in the early game, especially onto the bot lane of
Definitely.
the chimps here. And in the meantime, actually, there's a fight onto Seiju again. He's being caught too far up. I think this is the second time he's been caught too far up in this lane, actually. We really need to have a bit more vision there in the river if he wants to go that aggressive in top lane and go that far forward. But apart from that, he's having a decent game, so...
Ooh, Corgi's bot lane is roaming up. I think that the chimps kind of expect this, so it's just going to back off. Anyway, I think Truman's done a really good job in reacting to ganks and just being proactive with his ganks, especially on bot lane this game. But it's nice that Raz has been able to kind of play around that by securing both the dragon and the herald.
Yeah, in the meantime... the Alistair takes like a third of his health from that, and the Malphite doesn't even break his shield. Anyway, in the meantime, Truman is going for a 1v1 onto Blaziken here right now, and is going to go into his ult form, dodges out the ultimate from Diana, is going to get caught in the cage though, and he will go down, right? Surely he does go down, but Raz is so low already, and looks like Artemis is going to fall as well with Nautilus Saruta, but doesn't manage to hit the tornado, and that means he will go down.
Yeah, I think in every skirmish, I think the Corgis are just coming out a little bit on top.
I mean, I think Truman was the one getting baited there. He was the one to go into onto Diana to start off the fight, whereas he didn't know that there were 2 other people around him. But he still decided to pick the fight. He does manage to dodge out the ultimate using his own ultimate, so that was definitely a big part of the play right there.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Kane is you can kind of go really deep whenever you want because you can buy so much time with your ultimate for your team to arrive, and that's exactly what they did here. I mean, Truman does fall in the end, but it was enough to pick up 3 members.
Yeah, I mean, he does give him quite a big chunk of gold over, but because of his shutdown god, but it's not the end of the world. Like, you're still ahead on gold. You got the dragon. Everything is fine. Everything is chill.
They overall profited from that trade, let alone the dragon on top of that.
But yeah, I mean, game state is pretty good for the Corgis right now. They have a 5k gold lead, and Artemis is not enjoying his time in top lane whatsoever. Although he wasn't enjoying his time in mid lane either, so he doesn't really have anywhere to go. Maybe he should like take up jungling as a career or something. I don't know. Someone tell this guy to do something. In the meantime, Herald is dropped in bot lane, although it's dropped past 14 minutes. So
should have used it a bit.
Yeah, I think you should have definitely used that one a bit earlier. Like literally 10 seconds earlier, they would have got the money. They would have got the plate money.
You just use it mid, like using it on bot, especially if you don't get the turret from it. It's a bit of a waste, I think. But I think it was running out very soon. They obtained the Herald quite a while ago. So
yeah. Evo goes for a rather ambitious engage, I must say, because he doesn't really have any support from his team right now, and the whole of the Corgis are right here to collapse on top of him. RF is getting bullied away from his own minions. He's going to be fine here. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Seja gets called out once again, overextending. He does have a pink ward this time, but it is not going to matter, and he will go down. Does do quite a lot of damage in return. Bino is under the tower though, and he is getting ulted by MF. Jarvan ult comes down on top as well, but he's still managing to stay alive. How is he still alive? Who knows? Truman looking for a kill onto Evo 04. Doesn't manage to find it, but Bino does in fact, and Raz will go down as well. Ooh, Truman hitting the ultimate along with the flag and dragger right there to be able to follow up. And that's another 2 kills going over to the side of the Corgis.
It's very well played from Truman and Benio.